Cats take shots at me and out of me, no reply. They feminine, bitch made, pull up your knee highs. Since I was knee high, team of giants like Eli's, respected from west side to south shore D-Ride. When will these chumps realize on me, my city, realize? Been doing this since it was cool to rock feli. I ain't an old head, nah, I'm a prodigy. Scratch my head when these chumps don't acknowledge me. You dumb, deaf, or blind think that I'm irrelevant. Want the truth like Ravano, I'm telling it. I hear stories about cats, how they eatin', but I swear I don't believe it. Best flow sounds anemic, whole squad look bulimic, so straight is how I gotta set 'em. Treat 'em like stripper cheeks, I threw cash at 'em. There's more where that came from, this is chump change. Parked the Cayenne, hopped in the plum range. Company independent, swear we was bigger. Goddamn, feel good to be an independent nigga. With an artist on a major label, nah, I wouldn't switch place. They like life is in the hole, no release date. You owe 4 albums, nah, you ain't leaving. Gotta sell 500,000 just to break even. No nigga, not I could barely get by. Need a bigger pie, catch me in a drop high.
Okay, so Dave Pracyse.
What's happening, man?
You a Chicago nigga.
All day, can't you tell?
Yeah, like let's get into it, cause you know back in the days, you know what I'm saying, Chicago used to be dumb, segregated. Like you couldn't even roll to different sides of the city and shit.
Still is.
Yeah, it still is in some ways. Niggas ain't banging as hard as they used to though.
True, true.
They ain't going off of colors and shit and all that other
Right,
shit.
they ain't tripping off of that. Not like they used to.
But just environment wise, we ain't even gonna get into the streets. Just environment wise, like what coming up, cause you fucked with the Inglewood too though. But you was from Town and Gardens.
Right.
What was the contrast, just environment wise, just dealing with those two different wards, those two different neighborhoods?
You know what? When you're growing up in it, it just becomes a way of life. You really don't think too much of it. I think you don't really think too much of it until it hits you personally. Like, you know, you lose a loved one or a friend, and as you get older also, you begin to think just how senseless a lot of it is. But, I mean, like you mentioned, me growing up in Town and Garden, like, it was a situation where even though it was the hood, it was the ghetto, like, it didn't feel like that, you know? It was home for me. I was relaxed in that environment. But, like you mentioned, a lot of things have changed. Chicago is definitely one of the most segregated cities that probably the most that I've ever been to. Like, I've been a few places, and matter of fact, I'll give you a story. First time I went out to New York, I had never seen nothing like it in my life. Like, you would have an apartment building where you would have a Latin family, an Asian family, a black family, a Caucasian family living in the same building. Like, things like that here just unheard of unless you're just in one of the more upper scale, you know, neighborhoods here in the city. But this was in the hood. So, I mean, you know, we got a long way to go, but I think we've came a long way thus far, you know.
Mm-hmm.
True story.
That's what it is. So let me throw another one at you.
Yeah.
It's fucking 1 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
Okay. You at Club XYZ. It don't matter.
Okay.
Okay. You on a mythical block in Chicago. This doesn't really exist, but we'll call it Halstead anyway.
Okay.
On one side of the street, it's a Harold's.
Uh-huh.
On the other side of the street, it's a Sharks.
Where am I going?
Where are you going, man? And then you gotta tell me why.
I'm going to Harold's. And the reason why I'm going to Harold's is because I live out west now.
Mm. So
out west, if you're from the west side, you know Uncle Remus reigns supreme. So now, like, I miss Harold's so bad. And Sharks is everywhere on the west side. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to Harold's, man. I need a 6-piece mouth sauce. You know?
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up.